radio check.
Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and we're here at Monza. Again, real low turnout. I know Derek Bird wasn't going to be here. I think he's going on vacation or something. So this is practice. Maybe some other people join before the top of the hour, because qualifying doesn't start until the top of the hour at 2 o'clock. So I know it says qualifying up there right now, but yeah, it doesn't. But we're gonna go out and do some practice. I've been practicing my face off with this thing. Really down compared to the other GT2 cars. So, really struggling to find pace. So, just have to do the best we can with what we got. Constantly trying new things. You calculate the fuel again, because it was
Okay, Steve, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
see if it's still accurate. Yeah, it's still good. Okay.
Exit is clear. We've got 9 minutes to set a lap.
Plus, I need some practice because I had a break earlier with this Super Trofeo.
Sector 2 is now yellow.
Compared to the GT3 cars.
We can see Torrance has stacked it. Sector 2 is clear.
Especially this first lap or so, since the tires are stone cold. Whoa.
Yellow flag. incident. Sector 3 is clear. Yellow flag. Green flag, you're clear. Green flag, sector 1.
Dang. That Maserati's a great looking car.
Car left. Clear left. That's pole. Okay, Steve, there's a faster car approaching. That's 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes. That lap was at 149.02.
Still off the pace of the front guys. Hey, John. Gonna get my butt kicked today, but Ryan's got way a pace over everybody. Unless Pontoff can compete with him. I'm probably about a half a second away at least.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Nope.
Yellow flag.
Too deep. And you see how far Brian's ahead. I don't know. I don't like the way the car drives, but I might try the other setup I was working on, see if I can do any better when I reset the server. Oh wow, look at Brian. Wow. That's a really good time. Even pawn off, I mean, he's only low 48s. They got to be doing I sure hope they're doing qualifying runs. If they're not, they're going to be in another planet. Oh, hopefully we can maybe get a few minutes, maybe not a complete another 15. I know that. Maybe reset and get another 10 minutes or less. I can at least do a few laps. Yeah, Maserati's great here. Really, really good here.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Well done, mate.
Okay, so let's change the other. Go to this one.
The track temp is 34. The air temp is 28 Celsius.
See if we can do a few laps, see if we can mock a qualifying run. Yeah, yep, I don't doubt that. I think I did a 47 something in the Maserati too. I think it was a higher. It was like a 47, like Brian's running. I think like 47, 8 or 7 or something.
It takes it's clear.
I like this setup better just because it handles better, but it's got no, you know, top speed's not good.
Cold tires all around.
Yeah, I'm sure the Audi's good here too. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I never tested it here. I bet the AMG's good here. That thing got a monster motor in it. This Super Trofeo is just not up to it really against these GT2 cars. It's decent, but
Incident clear. Back to green flag.
no, it's not. It's just not fast enough. It's just down a few miles an hour, but that makes a difference.
That was 149.18. We're running on fumes, mate.
Oh, we're good. We got plenty of fuel.
Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag in Sector 3. Very little fuel left. Yellow flag. Incident clear. Green flag.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with this. I can race this car. I can't race that other way that other one handles. It's just too unsteady for me. Big difference. It's gonna drop probably a couple degrees between the beginning and the end. Well, maybe. It's only 30 minutes, so it might not. So And we'll see how it does. We need to let some GT4 cars in here or something, just to put some more cars in the field. I like the GT2 cars. I mean, they're okay. I mean, I don't know. If I do this again, I'd probably pick the Maserati just because it is a nice car. I don't know. I'd have to check because I'd like to try the AMG too, just to see what it does. I know that thing's ballistic. Showtime! To see what this does, just take a teeny bit of wing out. Yeah. Smoke them up.
Exit's clear, don't cross the white line. Okay, Steve, we've got 13 minutes to set a lap.
I only got on TC1, just try to give it as much acceleration as it'll give. Let's try to get a lap in. Not really. I still waiting for tires to come up.
minutes left, 10 minutes to go. Alright Steve, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
Mess that up.
Sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 1 is green. Incident in Sector 2, yellow flag. Green flag in Sector 2.
Better.
Very little fuel left. Watch the track limits, please, Steve.
I got enough for one more. And mess that last corner up.
That's half a gallon of fuel left. We're running on fumes, mate. 5 minutes remaining, 5 minutes left. That was 148.18. Yellow flag in sector 3.
That's a good time for me. I don't think I'm gonna catch those guys anyway. Well, I've closed it up some. I mean, I'm only about 3/10 behind. So that's actually really good, really good for me. But I think that's gonna be about it, just because. I mean, I could maybe get another 10th out of it, but I still don't think I can get in the top 2 anyway. But for me, yeah, it's a good qualifying run. I mean, tires look decent. Car feels pretty good. So, even though I took the wing, I took a couple clicks of wing out of it. I'll just go down 1 in the rear. Thanks, John. Hey, how you doing?
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
We'll see, like, we'll see on, I mean, they're doing like 171, 172 at the end of the braking. Probably 172 with the low fuel. And we'll see what I'm doing. 169, so I'm 3 miles an hour down on what they are. So I mean, that hurts. So if you could keep it at 1 or 2 at the most, that's not too bad. But 3 starting to get a little hurt. So again, I'm just up against it. I mean, if you look at Ponov, we'll see what he does. I'll bet you he's doing 172 at least. Oh, look, 174.5. He must be running like no wing. See, now he's only one run 72. He's still running. He's probably running his race setup. He's running, still got some wing in it. So. Yeah, you can see there's a big difference between them and me. I mean, dude, Ponov, he's a lot of mile an hour. I don't know. I don't really have a main car, to be honest. I enjoy so many of them. I can't really. I mean, I really do. I mean, I'm constantly, changing cars all the time. As far as Lamborghini this season is my car, because I'm running Lamborghini here and running Lamborghini in the GT3 championship. So really, I'd have to say Lamborghini. But I mean, you know, the season before that, I was in the Porsche. You know, sometimes I'm in the BMW, AMG. I mean, I'm in, you know, every season I try to, you know, I pick something different. Too many, I can't help it. It's like having all this dessert around and you only limit to one thing. Too many good cars.
That's the end of the session. Pole position. Nice one.
I mean, I love the Porsche. I love the way the Porsche drives. More on the old update, but with this new update, it's still okay. I mean, I've really made progress with the car. I really like it. But you know, the thing I really hate with the Porsche is I just don't know if I would like it on a long run. That's what I don't like. Where I could run, you know, the AMG, the BMW, Ferrari, probably even a Lamborghini. I could do full fuel loads and it'd be fine. But the Porsche, it just, if you had to do a full fuel run, you know, with a full tank, you know, an hour, I just don't know. The thing would be such a, you know, it just really, the handling really changes a lot with how the fuel comes off and things like that, and the tire wear. And so there's so many good cars though. I mean, I really miss driving the AMG. It's always been a favorite of mine. You know, BMW, I mean, it's really good. Ferrari's really good. I mean, you know, there's cars I mean, the McLaren is a good car. I just don't really, you know, I just don't bond with it. I know it's a good car. It's a great car, actually. Not just a good car. It's a great car, but I just don't bond with it. I mean, I got some personal bests in it, and I don't even hardly drive it. That's how good a car. That's how good of a car the McLaren is. I think my personal best here is in the McLaren here at Monza. So, I mean, I got some really good, I guess, you know, it's a good car, but
30 minutes. You're in pole.
yeah, because I'm the oddball. Yeah. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I mean, for endurance race, you know, sprint races,
Track temp is 34. The air temp is 28
fine.
Celsius.
You know, I mean, as long as if you don't have to do over a 30-minute stint, you're good. It'd be all right. But once you get to where you got to go an hour, you know, a full fuel load, you really got to set the car up maybe a little differently. You got to set up, you got to just, I don't know, it just takes a lot of, it's really a car that you have to really get a lot of practice in and master, and not just set up, driving, everything. I really like the car. I love the Porsche. I love the way it handles and changes directions, and I mean, I really think it's just a good car, but, you know, if I, you know, doing endurance races, it would be really tough. Really tough. So here, I mean, hopefully we can finish third. I think I got a pretty good gap between, you know, we'll just have to see. It depends if we get hit or not, or wreck or what. So I'm third in points, and Derek isn't here today. I think he's gonna be out next few weeks, so hopefully I can jump into second. But Brian's right now is in his own league with the Maserati. Light him up. Maybe I could blind the guys in front of me so it'll mess them up. That's about the only chance I got. Actually, I love the Maserati. The looks of that car I love that car. It is such a great looking car. It's great looking from every angle. No matter how you look at that car, it's a great looking car. So, again, if I did this next year, I might... Depends. I mean, if they ran a GT4, I might want to do that. I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'll have to see what I feel like doing. Good question. Totally two different cars. I would probably pick the BMW, to be honest. A little easier to drive, a little better balanced. Really good on tires. I mean, really good on tires. Really good over bumps. You know, not a big difference as far as, you know, tire wear. The Huracan, the new one, that's what I raced in the GT3. It's a lot. It's pretty good. It's not bad. So it's not a huge difference, but probably the edge would go to the BMW. Plus, you got so much torque with that car. You have a little bit different options that you can use with gearing, as far as, you know, you can use like one higher gear in a corner or this or that, because the car's got so much torque with the turbo and all that, that it can really, you know, not overpower the car. Kind of like the Ferrari, you know, it's really good too. I mean, again, that's the advantage of the turbo cars. You know, I like the NA cars better, just like this car or the Huracan, you know, both Huracans, but really the turbos do have a little bit of an advantage. If you play them right and drive them that way, they have a little bit of an advantage. I don't know how long. I mean, can I even stick with them for one lap?
Follow car number 69.
That's how long can I stick with them? I know they're gonna go away. Only thing I hope they don't take each other out, because that would not be good. So they both need to just race. They had an epic race, both Brian and him in the sprint. Monday. It was just great racing, absolutely great racing. Of course, they were both in Ferrari, so they're both basically the same car, pretty much. I thought it was great racing. So we'll see. I just hope they don't take each other out. They better be on it, though.
Green, clear left. Left side. Hold your line. Clear left. Well done, Steve. Good start. Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Dang it! Cannot draft. Come on, baby, draft. That's not too bad. I'm losing a little, but it's not. I'm not like getting destroyed either. Well, I stuck with it for one lap. Well, I don't blame you, because like I said, 30 minutes is usually about the limit. And it really gets, you start losing pace after that in the Porsche.
You're in the lead.
And they just see how accelerate? They just accelerate so fast. That turbo motor. They just take off no matter what you do. Oh, Quano's running wide. Ran out too deep in there.
That's the quickest lap for your class.
Yeah, because I'm the only one in my class. That's what you think, anyway. They just drive away. And I mean, that was about as good as it's going to get for me.
There's a faster car behind. We're racing them for position, so there'll be no blue flag.
Hard to see what you're doing. Tires look all right.
That's the best lap in your class.
Tough hanging with them, I'm telling you that.
Minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left.
Bono went wide.
That lap time was 48.53. Alright Steve, lap times are pretty consistent. Left side. Still there. Clear left.
Dang it. Ryan's gonna take off now.
cars.
Wait up! Somebody throw a rope out! Okay, Steve, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. That was close. On.
This is excellent, mate. Keep it up. 15 minutes remaining, 15 minutes to go. We're halfway through. Fuel's going to be tight. I'm not sure you'll make it to the end.
No, but I got enough.
Car right. Clear right.
Dang it! Almost hit him. I had to hit the brakes mid-corner. That's not good. See if I can get back to him. I don't know.
You've used half your fuel.
Brian's just pulling away.
Left, clear left. Right side's clear.
Man, I just can't believe how fast that car accelerates out of that turn. I just cannot even come close.
Okay, Steve, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm fighting, trying to make up that time just from that one corner. Dang it. Tires are getting worn out. I was hoping that theirs would be a little worse, but
Okay, Steve, you've got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
See, it changes the balance.
This is good.
When you're behind them, when you get really close, the car starts getting a little funky. That's the best I've done. Probably because of him. He's probably, maybe he's not getting as much traction.
Steve, just 5 minutes left. Hold your nerve, we can win this. Car left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
He's gonna pass me back.
There's a faster car approaching. They're on our lap, so there'll be no blue flag.
Well, at least if I can hold on to second, that would be awesome.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining. The lap time was at 1:52.16. Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Plenty of fuel.
Very little fuel left. You've got 1 gallon left.
Staying consistent. I mean, I'm not that far off my Delta. That's a really good setup, I mean, I think, for this long.
Well done, Steve. Great win. You deserved that today.
All right. Wow. Whew. That was hard fought. Save the replay. I don't know what everybody else wants to do. I got to go do the interview the top 3. So do that here. Go back. Thanks, John. Yeah, that was hard fought.
Hey guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So there weren't too many people on track, but those that raced provided a really good and fun race to look at. So Mirsch, you did pole, but you had 2 big competitors behind you. So how was it?
It was fun. It was a good race. Good result, 3rd place. I deserved it.
Yeah.
I made mistake at Parabolica, and after that, car was not that good. Probably I destroyed tires. I don't know. After that, I made mistake in turn 1. I saw on the mirror that Steve also made mistake because of me. So it wasn't fair for me to continue and keep that place, and I let him by. He was faster anyway. Anyway, congratulations to Steve and Brian. Excellent race.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Steve, how was you were really fast in the when I looked at you guys in the kind of the practice before, so I thought you would have a little bit more pace in here at Monza with your Lambo. What was your feeling there?
I couldn't compete with the Maserati as far as her speed. I was down probably at least 3 miles an hour, maybe 4 to Panov, probably more than that. But even Brian, I was down like 3. So I mean, my best bet was just to stick with them and let them get the free horsepower and get pulled along. And I was faster in the 2 Lesmos, and by far. But but they had the overall pace, and I just wanted to stick with them, so that would give me the free pull down the straightaway. But even if I pulled out, I would, I would just hit a wall and they would pull away. So it was tough. I mean, really at the end, just the tire wear. I think I just had maybe just a little bit better tires still under me, but that was the only advantage I could get.
Yeah, we saw that because you were braking much later than the other guys coming in, but then when you came out, you could just see that the Maserati was kind of just powering out of there and seemed to have much more speed coming out.
I know, it's amazing. I kept saying, I mean, out of turn one, it was just all the torque of the Maserati. It would just, no matter how hard I tried, they would pull car links, and it would take me the rest of the lap to try to get them back to where I was back on their, bumper again. But I mean, it's just that one turn just to pull the acceleration in the Maserati, just, and of course they had the speed too. So it was a great race. So congrats to Panov and, to Brian. I mean, what they both did. I mean, great close racing, great battling, know when to give, know when to, it was really fun. And I was having fun. I was just watching them too. And I was just wanting to hang on, and it was great.
Yeah, it was very entertaining. And Brian, you thought that you had pole, but then Mirsch beat you with 200ths of a second, I think it was, and you started P2. But you looked to have better pace, and once you passed him, you just sailed away 9 seconds ahead when we went over the goal line, I think. So how was it for you? You were very comfortable out there.
Yeah, comfortable after Murchie gave me plenty of space into turn one, and I got away, and he kept Steve behind for a good while. But yeah, my pole lap was in the bag, but I blew it at Ascari on the last lap, and I threw it all away. Apart from that, a great race, great battling for Murchie and Steve right behind. He was very good in the brakes, kept me honest, and able to get away at the end. I think because Murchie and Steve were battling, they were keeping a bit of defending here and there going on, so that let me get away.
Yeah, great race. So this is win number 5 for you, Brian.
5.
So
all right, cool.
You're in the lead still, quite a bit with a lot of points. So looks good for you. So let's see what happens next time. Thank you guys for racing, and it was very entertaining. So you should watch the stream back. It was a lot of fun. So
great race, Steve. Murchie.
Yeah, you too. Great race.
Good
Great
race.
racing.
Great.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So what'd y'all think? I mean, I thought it was some, really good competitive driving. There's just nothing there's just no way I could really outpace as far as speed down the straightaway. So again, I mean, I still think my car was handling as good, if not maybe even a little better, especially on the brakes, because that's where I was making up the time. But there's no way I'm going to pull out and there's just nothing there for me to do that. They had the speed on me, but I think I had the stint, I think, was just as good. I mean, I think overall, over 30 minutes, I was really, really happy with the car. I mean, it was holding pace really well, but like Christopher said, I mean, it was just unbelievable on turn one how much the Maserati would pull. Now at the end there, I think his tires were getting worn, and you could see the difference because he didn't pull as much. Let's see if we can get a shot. I mean, I'm not that far away. A car length, maybe 2, and I mean, look at him just pull away. They pull 2 or 3 car lengths, easy. And I mean, it would take me that much just for me to come back on them again. I mean, I was really making up a lot of ground on Lesmo 1 and 2, and there too. Did I close it back up some there? I didn't do as good there, but I mean, usually, like I said, it was really good contest between speed and handling. I thought overall it was really fun, because that's a fun race to me. See, that's why I like a car that can handle and it can brake and it can do the things I need it to do to race. And it's just trying to outlast somebody, really. I mean, really, that's what it boils down to, is outlasting somebody. So we will... I thought it was... even though, you got hardly any cars, but it was still a epic race. Let's go... I'll show the setup. And I'll also put a link to this setup in the description. So there you go. Tire pressures I'm not going to worry about, because they're about 26 degrees. A little on the warm side, but toe is -1, camber -3.5, 3.4 on the right, caster 16.1, toe is positive 0.1, camber was -2.9 on the left and 2.6 on the right.
Is 32. The air temp is 27 Celsius.
Let's go. Letting Jim go. TC, I had 2 and 1. Now, I did put it to 1. So I had it at 1 the whole race. So I had it at 2 at the beginning, but I turned it to 1 after that. I mean, I was maximizing everything to get the car to accelerate and still couldn't stick with those Maseratis on that turn 1. That was just crazy. And using everything on the braking, too. Of course, fuel, I had 58 liters, and I was enough to do the race. Mechanical, I had 3 on the anti-roll bar, 96 brakes, 53 on the brake bias, and I turned it down to 51, I think. So I had a lot of brake bias in it. Spring on 167,000 on the left, 144,000 on the right, with a bump stop rate of 400 and a bump stop range of 15. And on the rear, the springs are 154,000 on the left and 136,000 on the right, with a maxed out bump stop rate of 600 and a bump stop range of 50. Anti-roll bar is 1 and the preload is 160. Of course, that's maxed out, but I mean the anti-roll bar. Shocks, 1141 on the front and 11111 on the rear. Aero, 68 in the front, 70 in the rear, with a 17 wing and a 3 and a 3 in the brake ducts. And like I said, I think it worked really well. I was, ran my personal best with it in the, for this car. And I think that would work for a lot of different circumstances. So, very happy with that. Go, Monza. And like I said, I'll put a link to that setup in the description. And I was going to do a late break on the trying to set him up if I could. But because I definitely had him on the brakes. I mean, in spades. I was, absolutely killing him on the brakes. But he's, but I didn't want to force it in there. I wanted to be as best I could as far as, as close as I could. And like I said, he just ended up making a mistake and then let me by, which, kudos to Punov for letting me do that. Which, I was thinking about it there to undercut him coming off, but he made the mistake and then I ran in, I actually just stopped because I bumped into him and then he just let me by. So again, that's how the race, I saw it. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think I was quicker in the 2 Lesmos and a lot quicker also. What is that? Parabolica there in the center there with the chicane there in the middle. There's that. I always get the 2 mixed up. I don't remember if that's Parabolica at the end or that's Ascari. But I always get them mixed up. But anyway, that was definitely a lot faster than them there too. almost a couple times I almost ran into them. I almost ran into them and the Lesmos and and some of the other corners. So it's really, I was being tough because I didn't want to hit anybody but yet I had to maximize my braking because that's where my big advantage was. So I'm trying to brake late and close in on them, but I don't want to overdo it and hit them and knock them out because I knew both of them were fighting for a win and they both were fast. So I didn't want to do that. So, I mean, it was tough. That was a good race, though. That was a really good race. I practiced a lot for that. Probably one of the most I've practiced with that car because I couldn't find pace. And even at the end, I closed it up about 3/10. I was like 6 or 7/10. So I was still, even at the end, I was about 3/10, but at least it made it a race. See, and that's where drafting comes in. Drafting, here at Paul Ricard, it's a big deal. I mean, if you're down a little bit, you can make that up in just drafting. And just like me, even though I couldn't get around because even if I was behind him, I couldn't draft around. There's no way, but I could tug along. So again, I call that free horsepower because they're just pulling me down faster down the straightaways than I could ever go. So that's and you can either outbrake them or outcorner them or get a run on them or something. So I hope everybody's having a great day. Appreciate you stopping in. I was really wanting to do something else. Just trying to figure out if there's something else I want to do. Does anybody need any... I need to work on some other tracks, too, as far as... I need to work on a BMW at Nürburgring. So I got that. I got to work on. I need to, overall, I need to get quicker at, in all my cars. I need to be faster at the Nordschleifer because I'm okay, but I'm still, I need to be, I would be happy if I could be where John was. John is, John, you're doing so well there. I wish I could be around that time, but I just can't. I have not been able to get to that yet. I think I'm losing it in the sector at the last, one of the last, after the carousel, the first carousel, that sector between that and the next carousel is where I'm losing my time. But of course, we got the GT3 race tomorrow. Of course, I'll be having to, maybe not, I don't know if I'll be dealing with John or not, because John might just pull away and leave everybody. That's what he's been doing here at Monza. So John, you still in the Nissan, or did you switch and go to the Blue Oval camp? I mean, either one's fast. They're both fast. But yeah, again, Lamborghini again struggling here. Even the GT3 car compared to what the other cars are. I needed to do some practice with that too because the car is just not where I need it to be. I blew that away because you see that my best was a 48.5, and I think I ran a 48.10 or something even in the race. I equaled or bettered because of the draft. I bettered my qualifying time in the race. So yeah, that'll drop down. So I didn't know if anybody had any questions or needed any help with any setups. Again, so many different cars as far as their attitudes in ACC. I mean, every car is has different strengths and weaknesses, and you have to maximize that to try to get the benefit. I mean, again, if I would have tried to play their game and tried to get maximum speed, like I tried a little bit just to see how it would work, and I mean, my speed was about equal to Brian's, but the car was just terrible. I mean, the car wouldn't handle good. I couldn't get it to, you know, it just couldn't. The brakes were awful. I had to brake so early. It's just, you know, it just doesn't fit the character of the car. So in my driving. I don't know what happened. I like to see what happened on that. It's down here somewhere. I had to see what happened on that. And the next lap's got to be one of these last few laps. Goes this one. Yep. See, he saw me on the inside is what it is. He saw me coming like that, peeking. So he's wondering if I was going to try to outbrake him, and then he just went in the corner too hard. And see, he lost it. And I just stopped because I mean I did bump into him. But again, kudos to him for letting me by. You know, I mean, if he would have been able to kid up next to me and pass me, then that would have been fine. You know, I mean, but he gave me a chance to see if I could stay ahead. Hello. I think John, not John, Hanov, he was, you know, he definitely had maximum speed. I mean, you know, we watched the speed in qualifying. He was like 174 or 175, something like that. It was like crazy amount of speed. So he's definitely running a real low downforce package. Let's see what kind of speed he's putting on here. He even got a sniff of my draft. He would have smoked by me so fast. Yeah, look at that. 76 miles an hour. He got right up near me. Are you still in the GTR? All right. Well, either one's strong, so they're both going to be a real pain. Yeah, look at that. 165, 60. Oh my goodness, 167. That is flying up through there. He's got like 5 miles an hour on me. $169. Good night. You see, he's got speed. He's got speed in spades. Way more than I got. Them closing on me. 177. Good job on him woeing it down. Because, I mean, he's got a lot of speed coming down through there. Oh yeah, I mean you got. Of course, this is a seniors league. I mean, you got to be 50 and over. But you got Pan Am. They run on Saturday nights on U.S. time, so you might want to look into them. And then that's a good league. They got a championship going right now. I don't know if you can join it or not. I think you can because they don't have a ton of people, and they also have every other weekend, and then on the other weekend on Saturday they have like a Nordschleifer league where that's every week. You can pick different cars, but they're racing at the Nordschleifer every week or every other week. So every other week is the GT3 championship, and then the other every other week is the Nordschleifer. I think it's just like six races that they're racing, and I think that's like an hour. It's either an hour and a half or 2 hour race, so it's pretty good distance. So it'll definitely wear you out. And of course, that's PC, obviously. So, but yeah, I mean, you look at. I don't even know what my last lap was. To be honest. He was pushing. He almost went off there. I had 1 liter left. Wow. That's 48.74. Yeah, I love that Maserati. That is such a nice car. Like I said, if I do this, I'd have to check. Let's just mess around with that since we're not doing anything else. Kind of curious what the what some of the other GT2 cars here. I want to try the Mercedes. Here's my car. I even got one livery for this one. Forgot I had that. I got nothing. See? Absolutely nothing. So we will just do something similar to the Huracan. Start from there. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Can't do anything with the bump stops. See, everything's frozen with that. You can do that. Let's see. Let's try that. Just for... No Fords, huh? Only 2 that are in other classes. Wow, I'm surprised. Thought there'd be more people jumping to it. Yeah, but the LFM's good. I mean, it's all right. I mean, the great thing about LFM is you can race, anytime during the day, night. If you have nights, weekend, whatever. So, I haven't raced over there in a while. Not just because of time. Not because I don't want to. It's just because of time. So busy with this, with doing life stuff, and then the time I have just trying to get have a decent pace in my league races. See a change. I don't remember if this is the same or not as the no, not the same. Not the same. There you go. That's really close. That's really close. Probably 500. Oop. Try that. Oh, just get somebody to make you a custom livery. There's a lot of guys that'll do stuff like that. I mean, you gotta pay for. I mean, I pay for it. Nico in the eSENIORS, he races in eSENIORS. He usually does pretty much all the liveries for all the guys, in eSENIORS. Boy, I think it turns fast. I don't like the way I'm looking at it though. This has got me messed up. I haven't been in this car since I think they first came out. Yeah, this is kind of weird. I haven't been in any AMG for a while. But yeah, I mean, you get, you find somebody that does custom skins. I mean, if you're good enough, you can do it yourself, but I don't have the time to mess with it and all that. I wish I did. I just usually pay Nico to do it. Tell him what I like. Steering's a little too sensitive. Whoa. I brake early. I need to slow the steering down. It's a little bit too reactive. And you got to brake way earlier. What wheel I got? I have a I got an Invicta, ACC Invicta. With a Gomez wheel. I got Invicta pedals too. So we can get one lap. Jeez. This thing is fast. I got max wing and it's flying. Hey, Peter. No, I haven't done a 24-hour event. I would like to, just a lot of times I just don't have the time. Or can't find a team. Look at that. Not even trying and I'm running a mid-48. This thing's fast. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I mean, the tires are all jacked up. I mean, it ain't nothing. It's just, this thing is definitely quick. Yeah, probably could use a little bit more there. Yeah, those are, that needs to be maxed out. There, probably something like that. Yeah, go one wing. Yeah, right. I mean, look at this thing. Well, let's see what the speed is. Listen to the sound of that thing. Look at that, 174 miles an hour. That's not qualifying fuel or anything. That's race fuel. So 175, you know, that's almost as fast as Ponoff was doing. Faster than Brian was. Brian was only doing 172 in the Maserati. I'm telling you, this thing's fast. If I was gonna do a GT2 thing, I'd have to try it. You know, because if you could get the handling just halfway decent, I mean, ain't nothing gonna. I'm surprised nobody drives it. I don't think I've seen anybody try it in the GT2 league. Audis, they tried the Audis, KTMs, and the Maseratis. That's it. We tried the Porsches, but I just didn't get along with it. Oh, you built a GTR team? Well, right now GTR's good. I'm sure unless they BOP it. I mean, it's LFM, it'll be BOP'd. I mean, they're talking about it's going to be BOP'd this next season, along with the Mustang. Look at that, it hit 169. I said, I'm not even trying. I mean, I'm not even just, this thing, you could get in, I would be shocked if you could not get into the 47s with this thing. I mean, I should, driving it for a while and getting things dialed in, you should be able to get into 47s. I just think that's got to be a car that I'd have to look at. I'm just really surprised that nobody else really does. Put this back. I got the Audi. Look at that. I don't know. That's just I really like the Audi, but this kind of grows on you, I guess, after a little while. Look at that. Oh, you mean the the GT3 car? The AMG GT3 car? I don't think so. I have not. I mean, are you running it in LFM, or are you running it in regular BOP stuff? Yeah, I kind of missed it. I kind of miss it. I haven't driven the AMG in a while. It's always been one of my favorite cars ever since the very beginning. Oh, 80 and 80. That's look at the brake ducts. They got some weird brake ducts going on here. Oh, let's see what it does. Just I say just messing around. Well, ZANDVOORT is a killer for the left front. ZANDVOORT is a absolute left front destroyer. So you really got to try to have the car set up the best you can as far as not... And the more you understeer, the worse it's going to be. So if the car understeers any amount, it's going to just destroy the left front. I'm talking at ZANDVOORT, but... change this, see if this... I don't remember what this was at. Yep. Same as the GT3 car. I'm really liking the Audi, even the GT3 car. Sometimes I really feel like I'm getting a custom livery done for it also, because it's just, I really like that car. Really hard to figure out what you do with the... Got to get comfortable with your seating position. You said you use IMO setups? Yeah. Well, I mean, you might need to go softer. It just depends on what the setup is. I mean, as far as if it's understeering with the car, you might need it. Is it graining? I mean, you need to see if it's graining at all. You need to see if it's... You know, if you have too much roll bar in the front, it might be, you know, making it understeer some. Maybe we'll go take a quick look and see. But yeah, it's always going to be a battle on that. It's always going to be damage limitation because the left front, especially on a front engine car. Wow, man, is this thing different? Still like it though, but the gears are really weird in it. Doesn't want to shift. What the heck, man? It shifts like... I can shift a manual faster than this thing. Well, I mean, light graining isn't that bad, but it depends on how fast it does it. I mean, if you grain right away, that's not good. But if you're graining... Stop! This thing doesn't want to stop. What's my brakes at? Oh, okay. Maybe that's what the problem is. You know, if you're if you're graining the tires in the front really fast, and it's you get heavy graining, that's not good. I mean, but at the end of a 30-minute stint, if it's light graining, even maybe middle, moderate, that's about the worst you want. You don't want severe. Severe is, you're losing a lot of time. So, but a little graining is fine. I mean, that's nothing wrong with that. It does. It's like, what the heck? You're right, John. This thing is... I mean, I still don't mind it, but it'd take a while to get used to this thing. Well, we'll go look at it and see. Dang. What the heck? You gotta love this Audi. I mean, this Audi is... I really like it. I mean, I would have to look at this car too. I still think it's okay. You just gotta get used to it. What's this thing? Good night. Yeah, the gears in this thing are really... I bet it is. See, I'm already getting better already. It's getting better. It's this. You really got to allow extra time for downshifts and stuff. This thing is like got the slowest downshifts I've ever seen. Probably one more lap. Reminds me of a 2018 car. It gets on the TC so hard. Dang gum. Like big differences between the gears and then the way it downshifts. So slow. Because I cut that too hard. Oh, look at that understeer. Good night. I think understeer is horrible. Yeah, I mean, this thing understeers like mad. You can't put a roll. Can't put any roll bar in the back. There. Maybe that would be better. See what kind of speed this thing has. That's what I want to find out. Not bad. You know, 174 again. That's not bad. You know, and I got full wing. Yeah, the thing downshifts like you're driving a semi truck. Yeah, so do I. I love how the Audi sounds. I think it sounds even better than the Huracan, which I don't know why. Especially the EVO2. It's got a little nasty sound to it. I don't know what you mean by test it with the meta hardcore setup. I don't know what that is. And what do you mean by full suspension on the front? I don't know what that means either. And none at the rear. You mean spring? I mean, yeah, that would cause massive understeer if you had spring all the way up in the front. You don't want to do that. Go. Go to ZANDVOORT. I ain't been there in a while. Grab my car. Got a couple different ones. I haven't been here in a while. This setup's probably old on this car. Oh yeah, I don't even have a new setup here. They're all old. So you see how different the left side is because the left side just takes a beating here. Yes, if you put the springs all the way up in the front and you got no springs in the rear, it's going to cause massive understeer. But you got to look at the number. You can't just look at the like here. You got to look at this number on all these cars, okay? Because the number is more important than the graphs. But still, I mean, this even maxed out. This has only got 131,000. So you can't run it, you know, like that and run this all the way down. That would be absolutely horrid. So yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, spring rate, wheel rate. I mean, springs in the car. You know, the problem here is you have, again, which is really difficult in a lot of tracks when you have almost like two different tracks in one track, and that's why ZANDVOORT is, because that S's in the back are really slick. So if you try to set the car up for a certain part, it's going to be a give and take. You can't have it great in every area. It's going to be really good. You know, you got to have it as manageable as you can, but also in those S's, if you don't have some kind of grip, then you're going to lose a ton of time back there also. So. Change my wheel again. Let's see. Go. You gotta have rotation in the car, or it'll just eat the left front. And you should be wide open from here on out. At least when the tires get warm. But that's what you got to tune the car to. If you got to get lift through there, then you got to get more rotation on the car. You see the left front, it's already turning yellow. Yeah, it needs to come down. It doesn't have near enough rotation. I got to lift. That hurts. But you can see already it was getting warm. Tire wear is really good though, but I mean you can see the left side just takes a beating. And it just gets worse and worse as it goes. Yeah, it's a fun track. It's got its unique challenges, you know, as far as just like every other track, but hey, turn that down. See if that helps at all. Could go up a little bit in the spring, but you know, there's key places. Like I said, you really need to be wide open at that last corner so you can be wide open all the way down to get the best speed down the straightaway. See this. Yeah, if this track's really hot, then you really gotta manage your tires. Because it's gonna absolutely, if you're on a really hot day, it's just gonna destroy the left sides. Better. Too much. It still needs a little bit more. And it's still cooking those left sides. That's how bad this place is. That's where really a mid-engine is got a little bit more of an advantage here than a front engine, because this thing just wants to just destroy tires. Probably something like that. Like that. Probably something like that. Let me take a look at the shocks. I mean, you guys can't see it, but I'll see it. Yeah, it's a little... Even that's a little high. They're not real bad. I mean, you're wrestling with the combination of spring and anti-roll bar in the front to get the car to able to move but not slide. So again, you know, you don't want to slide the car. Very minimal, because that'll just even make this left side even worse. So you don't want to do that. Hold on a second. All right. Let's see if this is any better. That's why I put so much brake bias to it, because you want to get the rear tires to wear as much as the fronts to try to get some of the front, you know, to try to help the car rotate and get rid of it scrubbing on the left front. Shift. Those left sides are always have to turn yellow. I mean, it's just no matter what you do. That's doesn't have enough rotation. See, the wear is pretty good front to rear, so it's not bad. But see, with it going with stiffer springs, it made it understeer a little bit more, and that's no good. You got enough understeer as it is. You don't need it more. So again, it's just, it's dialing everything in, getting everything to work the way it needs to work. And you could go softer springs like that. And see, I bet it turns a lot better now. But that's what you need. You need the car to be able to pick up the throttle and turn. Doesn't feel bad. See what it does up here. That's better. See what it does when the tires get some heat in them. Whoa! Getting a little better. Dang it. A little better, but I mean, it's still. Mine actually could go less wing. A little bit less swing to get the car to rotate. But again, you know, it handles the bumps really well. Look at the tires. You see it's no graining or anything, so there's no graining yet, so that's good. It's still early, but you can still see the wear. See, the wear is really good as far as front to rear. So, I mean, you can get a lot more aggressive with the brake bias if you wanted to. You could probably run it way, way down, all the way at the bottom. Well, 3 is brand new tires. So that's brand new set of tires. So, I mean, obviously every lap it's going to come down no matter how good your setup is because you're wearing the tires. So, you know, I did in a matter of the laps I did, you can see it went down to went down to here. So, again, I think 2.18 is when the tire is officially shot. I think it's 2.18. That's when the tire is pretty much gone. And it's still in qualifying rubber. I think qualifying gets off at like 280 something. So it's still under qualifying rubber because the beginning of it's qualifying rubber. That means it's a little softer, you know, a little bit more grip, and then of course it'll go away. And when it gets down to the 280s and 270s and all that, you'll have less grip because it's more of, more of you're off the qualifying tire, sticky of the tire. Again, I got it at 52. It's probably because of the wing. Again, it feels like it's got a good amount of turn in. I would probably run it down here like that. Because it feels like it's got plenty of turn in. And of course, this is one of the only cars that has the splitter on the front that you can fine tune the front, put an arrow where other cars don't have that. The AMG is the only one that has that. And that'll help, especially that fast corner to get fast corners or sweeping turns. It helps you get a little bit more downforce on the front of the car, where, like I said, all the other cars don't have that. So it's not huge adjustments, but they're fine adjustments. And again, but it makes a difference. Watch a replay, see what it looks like. Again, you want to be as wide open as you can be because you carry a lot more speed down this straightaway if you can. Yeah, 158. That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Use all the track. I mean, again, this is one of those tracks you can see what I'm talking about when you come up here. Look at that. Look at that. That's using all the track. I mean, you want to concentrate on using from line to line, because if you're way over here, you know, if you got your left side tires are where my right side tires are, and you're way over here, you can't carry the speed through this corner. So again, when you practice, you want any track, you want to make sure you use the whole track from one edge to the other as much as you can, and that way you can carry more speed. That's one of the common errors with newer drivers is they don't use the whole track. And that's where you really got to know where your car is so you can not go off in the grass. So that way you got an angle to come through the bowl here. Again, using all the track. Of course, this is the slick section. This part is really slick. But, the car doesn't seem too bad through there. Because, I mean, obviously, turn one's the biggest passing zone. But you just got to practice. I mean, if you can only handle 56, percent brake bias, you just got to practice with it. And, of course, it all depends upon the car, the setup of the car. And, you can't handle that if the car has got no wing in it and you got no downforce. So, I mean, a lot of it depends on what the setup is at. I mean... So again, I mean, this is really a safe setup type thing. As far as everything goes, I mean, it's really not over radical or anything like that. I mean, and I'll go ahead and leave a link to this. I'll make this a setup, and I'll put this in the description also. Just suggestions. You might try a little less or a little more diff, because I really like to try it with like either from about 80 or 70 all the way up to maybe 120, and just see if it'll help. And that S is back there where it's really slick. It might help a little bit with traction back there where you got both wheels with the diff locking up, digging, instead of it got no grip. So again, those are things that I wouldn't mind trying. Again, here, you can I'll leave it at 8 wing, but if you need to, you need to go up to 10, just max it out. It's not going to make a difference on speed. The main goal is carrying that speed through that last corner. That's what you're trying to accomplish, because that's what's going to carry the speed down the straightaway no matter what the wing is. So, again, this might help it as far as that's concerned in that last corner, because it's a high-speed corner. But if not, if it's too loose, then just max the wing out. And, again, you can try to have it turn here. I would, you can have the springs go up max in the back here. That's an option. And leave this. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'll do. I'll leave this like this. And leave it like this. I think this would be a better way of going. I'll just take it out for a couple laps just to make sure that it's all right, because we did change a few things. Make sure it's not overdone. You can always go up into TC if you want to. I got it at pretty, pretty low. Yeah, good to see you too. Pretty good. That spring's really helping the back to rotate the car. A little deep. I think it's got too much turn in. Do one more lap. Second gear is good for turn one. A little too deep. Yeah, it's better. I had too much turn in. So I'll take this back out. I don't like that much turn in. But other than that, it was good. Maybe need a little bit more caster. But yeah, this is a good setup. Tire wear is really good. Again, you can always work on this stuff. You can always, you know, make it better. It's constant. Watch this last lap. The car feels really, you know, really solid, drivable. A living legend. All right, I appreciate it, but for how many hours I have in ACC, I should be the fastest guy on the planet. I'm far from it, but it's enjoyment. I enjoy ACC. I wish I had more time to do more sims and more stuff. Car looks really good, really solid. Staying flat. You're not doing a lot of saw on the wheel. I just broke like 6,500 hours. I'm just like 6,500 hours on ACC, so I think I got my money's worth. That's why with the Mustang, I wish they would have. I guess I'm one of the odd. Because I want to see them do good to where it's worth it for them. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind if they had it with the Nordschleife or with something else so they could, you know, you pay for it. I don't care. I mean, I want them, if they don't have the money, they can't invest to spend time on it. So, heck, the Nordschleife was so cheap in my opinion. That was like 3 or 4 tracks with one track. All right, well, again, I appreciate everybody. I hope you give me a like and subscribe on the way out. I hope you come back and join me again tomorrow, as it's a longer race in eSENIORS, and it's a GT3 race. Of course, I'm still in the Huracan. Again, kind of the same predicament, you know. I mean, you got the Nissan, you got a couple other cars that got more speed, but hopefully not as drastic as far as the difference. But it'll be a fight. You know, we got some really, really good drivers. Of course, I'll looking for a podium. Of course, a lot more cars. I mean, it should be at least 30 cars or more, I would think, in that race tomorrow. Maybe more than that. I don't know. So hopefully we can get through the first turn. But again, really happy with the outcome today. And again, I'll leave a link to this setup in the description. And, you know, if console guys, here you go. You know, you got the -1. -4, -3.8, 12.5, tow, and the camber there. Electronics. Now, that's obvious. You can go to 3 if you want to. I just had it at 2, but if you need to go to 3, that's fine. 2-in-1 and 1. 55 liters. #1 brake pad. 4 on the anti-roll bar. 52 brake bias. Again, if you need to go up a little bit, that's fine. Steering all the way down. Springs 143,000 with a bump stop rate of 900 and a bump stop range of 10. Springs in the rear maxed out at 131,000 with a bump stop rate of 500, bump stop range of 40. Anti-roll bar 10 and preload is 100. Again, you can maybe try 110, 120. Shocks 0011 on the front and 0011 on the rear. Aero 53 and 70 is the ride height. 53 in the front, 70 in the rear with a maxed out wing. And a 5 and a 5 and a brake ducts. So again, yeah, that's how bad. I mean, it's not really hot. It's only 23 C, but it's still, you know, I mean, so yeah, if you're like 30 something C or something, you max this out, you're definitely going to have to manage the tires because you're going to roast those left sides. If you want to try 1 click at a time with the wing, I got it at 10 at a starting point, but if you think you need a little bit more rotation, I would just go 1 click at a time. because you can see it makes a difference. You got negative 2.3 and negative 3, so it makes, you know, a pretty good difference, just one click. So just do one click at a time and see if that makes you faster, or maybe for qualifying you might want to go down one click. But this is a good setup, and again, I will put the link. Now I have 6,500 hours, not 15, it's 6. Yeah, I have 6,500 hours with ACC. I've been playing since it first was early release. So yeah, I've been playing a lot. So I got my money's worth, like I said. I appreciate it. And of course, if you can't come catch it live tomorrow when I stream it, you can always look at it when you have time. Just watch it at your own convenience. But hopefully it'll be a good race. It's a 50-minute race with one pit stop. So again, I really appreciate everybody coming in, stopping in, and saying hello. I thank you so much. I love talking with all my sim racing friends. That's not just a phrase. I do enjoy it. And I sure hope you guys have fun with your races. And again, hope you come back and visit again really soon. Y'all take care. See ya.